This is a dot controller board for a WPC that came in with this power driver board that has the GI issue. And you can see it's still dirty, but I have done a high voltage section rebuild on it. I replaced the headers also for good measure. And this thing is good to go now. It's delivering the proper voltage to drive the displays correctly.
Way to go!
You can see I just been playing some whitewater, and I managed to stack or get the 5 times the fun going at the same time as the whitewater multi-ball, which is a lot of fun because you can get 500 million on an award. You can see here I've got a problem on this power driver board. The blue string, violet, actually is not lighting, so we will come back to that. But I've just done the solenoids and now I'm doing the lamps. And we can see that the flashers are cycling across the back box like they normally do in whitewater. And that's it. So what we have is a general illumination issue. So let's get to the bench and see if we can figure that out. So I have found the actual issue with that violet string, and this is the triac that controls the violet string. And the issue was that there was a torn through hole, which I had tested continuity for before I had replaced this connector, and it tested fine. But apparently once you solder the pin in place, it is no longer correct. So you can see I have incorporated a wire stitch from one side of the board to the other, and I'm going to clean up a little of that flux and then finish this job. This is that same power driver board. This is Chase. Say hi, Chase. Chase doesn't speak, only when he wants food. So this is the same power driver board that had one of the GI strings out, and you can see that is operating now. Testing this MPU that came with the power driver board also. So let's make sure the general illumination will dim properly or bright up properly, depending on your sense. And so there's the blue one. We're good to go. So let's test the other functions of the MPU board while we are here. So we are in switch test, and I'll go down column 1, and I'll go across row 1, and we are good to go. I can do some coin door switches. So all that is working properly. So that's it. This driver board and MPU. The MPU, I replaced the power input header, which was probably the root cause of the problem with this one. I also replaced the C31 5-volt filter cap, installed NVRAM, and I socketed U20 for future maintainability. Nothing was wrong with it. I just removed it, installed the socket, and put it back in. So thank you, Sir Percival, for sending this MPU, this driver board, and a dot controller, which I tested previously.